lost some soldiers at war and I can get them back. My younger photo by guns, he wanna get them wet. I should've talked to his mom, she way better than that. But he too hurt and distraught, that ain't no turning back. I lost some soldiers at war.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in once again. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Ivory. I am an active duty field artillery officer in the U.S. Army. However, I'm more than a soldier, okay? There's a lot that happens outside uniform. Alright, and that's what this channel is about. So listen, you're doing the right thing right now. You're doing the right thing by watching this video, okay? Because this is going to help you figure out, you know, what you need to know. Also going to further your research and then make you come up with even more questions, right? Because a lot of times you don't know what you don't know. The Army is made up in two different sides, right? Combat arms and support. Just do just a little history real quick, right? So just think about back in the day when the Army first came out. There was infantry and then there was the cook. I'm not going to go into crazy Army history, but just think about it. What makes sense to you, right? You have infantry, the people that go out and go to war, right? And you have the cooks, the people that go ahead and, like, you know, cook for the people that's going to work. They need to come back and eat, you know, so they could be fit to fight, right? That's just one little example right there. You're going to choose which one you want to do. So that's my first thing right there. It's not really a point, it's more like I'm letting you guys know. That's going to help you understand where I'm going to go with most of my points, because honestly it's really about combat arms support at the end of the day. Right now I know the Army does have function areas, but I'm just keeping it extremely simple because, you know, I'm not going to confuse you guys. So combat arms support. The first point I got is, listen, when you're 22, 23 years old, I don't know how old you're going to be when you join the Army, but even then, like, you know, you're joining the Army 21, 22, 23 years old, right? And the decisions you make when you're 21, 22, they're not going to be the same decisions you're going to make when you're 30 or pushing 30. You know, the decisions you make when you're 21, 22 might not be advantageous to you when you're, you know, in your latter 20s, turning 30. And I'm not saying you can't go ahead and live your life, but what I'm saying is some things, you know, might cost you your future. It might, you know, cause you not be able to do something that you want to do. And one of them things could be, you know, you might want to think about if you want to get married or have kids. So you might want to plan that out a little bit more, because I'll tell you one thing for sure. Certain things you're not going to be able to do because you have that extra variable in order to make a decision. You're not going to be able to move like me and decide, hey, you know, I want to extend in Korea. I want to extend in South Korea for another year or two, you know, because I can do that. I don't have anything back at home that's keeping me from doing that. I don't have responsibilities to other people. Also, before I continue, I want to just make this quick disclaimer, okay? I don't know everything, but I do know some stuff. Okay, I've been in the Army going on 7 years come March, all right? And I've been on both sides. I've been on the combat arms side, which I am on now, and I've been on the support side, which I was when I was enlisted. So that's what makes me a person to talk. I can talk intelligently about these things, all right? So, but at the same time, I don't know everything. Your environment, all right? Listen, you guys, your job is going to be a place that you spend majority of your time. So you might as well love it. So your environment matters because, listen, this is a good example right here. You're the kind of person that don't like being outside. You know, you hate the outdoors. You know, you want more of a, you know, an admin job or whatever the case may be. You know, you don't want to go outside. You don't want to be cold. You don't want to be hot. You don't want to go through the extreme weathers. Do not choose a job like field artillery, okay? Because 10 times out of 10, you're going to be in the field. Actually, just don't choose combat arms, period, because they all go to the field several times a year, several times a month, okay? The field is inescapable. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to go to the field when you're support, but you're more than likely to go to the field when you're a combat arms job. So you might want to think about that, you know? So if you want more like a 9-to-5 field, you want to be sitting in front of a desk, you know, you want to be a fucking chairborne ranger or whatever the case may be, you want to do all that, by all means, go be a fucking AV officer, go be HR, go be logistics, you know what I'm saying? Do jobs like that you're going to like, because I'm telling you right now, you're going to be in that damn field. And you're going to be sweating, you're going to be going days without showering. You know, you're gonna be going days sleeping in a funky ass tent with other men, you know, other soldiers who has not showered just like you. The next thing I'm gonna talk about is your duty location. Okay, you guys need to understand this. Certain jobs, you know, certain branches, depending on what branch you choose, there's only certain duty stations that you could be stationed at. So for example, about field artillery, I'm going to talk about field artillery because that's what I know. Okay, there are no field artillery units in Fort Sam Houston. There aren't any in Fort Lee, Virginia. There aren't any in Belvoir, Maryland. All right, so the next point I have for you guys is, all right, there's some jobs in the Army that you're able to excel a lot faster. So for combat arms, our jobs are heavily dependent on our physical abilities. That means the turnover rate is this is a faster turnover rate for combat arms compared to support. All right, listen, before I continue on with this video, I need you guys to subscribe to my channel. Listen, I don't like asking people for shit, but I'm gonna ask y'all, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to make it to 1,000. I'm at like 719 right now. So do me a favor, subscribe to my channel right now. I'll give you guys a brief second. Thank you if you did. If not, whatever. I'm helping a lot of officers right now. I get a lot of y'all that hit me up on Instagram, and I'm sending y'all stuff and helping y'all out. This is just, I'm not asking y'all for no money. I'm just asking you guys to please subscribe to my channel, because listen, I got this one video I wanna share with you guys. I'm not sharing it, so I get 1,000 subscribers, and that's pretty much how I was able to use a VA loan. You know, while I'm in the Army out here, I just did this shit. I used a VA loan and I closed on the quadriplex, you guys. So I want to share that video with you guys. I want to go into detail, and I know there's people out there that want to do it. You know, so subscribe to my channel. Get me to 1,000. I appreciate y'all. This is a good one. You want to think about, before choosing a job, does this job translate to the civilian world? Okay, that's a good ass question. All right, and I'm gonna tell y'all this straight up. Combat arms jobs do not translate to the civilian world as much as the support jobs, you know, because say if, you know, you're an MP, you're HR, you are engineer, these are all jobs that you could use the skill sets you learn in the Army and go, you know, to the civilian world, you know, but as far as combat arms, it's not going to be the same. The jobs, usually jobs that translate for combat arms is, you know, managerial positions, leadership positions, because, you know, for combat arms, we are leading like a shitload of soldiers, right? We're leading people, we're leading troops, you know, we're being strategical about things, we're being tactical about things. So that's more so, you know, managerial positions, CEO, CFO, whatever the case may be. You know, so that's how combat arms translate. So I know I got this question before, somebody in my comments, so if you're watching, this is your answer to your question right here. No, field artillery does not translate to the civilian world unless you were like a radar, you know, person or whatever the case may be. So it doesn't, you know, armor, infantry, nothing directly translated as compared to your, you know, your military police, if you're an MP, or, you know, your HR, or you are, you know, working logistics, whatever the case may be, right? So, however, you know, our skill sets are a lot different. They're more so for leadership positions. So that brings me to my next thing. All right. So when you're combat arms, you know, you're gonna use your brain a lot more. You're gonna use your brain a lot more, because you gotta understand you gotta be more tactical. You gotta be able to know what you have. You know, it's kind of like playing like war games, right? Like, you know what you have your assets. You have to know where to place those assets. You know what I'm saying? It's really the art of war, really. You know, and it's like, if you're support, you don't have to use your brain like that. If you're support, you know, you're supporting us. You pretty much waiting on combat arms to make the decision, say, hey, this is where I'm going to be, and I'm going to need this much fuel. This equipment's fuel consumption is X amount, and I'm going to need this every 3 days, every whatever day. It's more fun as being combat arms. I can honestly say this, speaking from experience. When I was a human resource specialist enlisted, you guys, I didn't feel like I had a purpose waking up. I used to go to work and be like, damn, man, like, just me personally, I'm not the kind of person that likes admin jobs. I like to work my hands. I like to lead soldiers and stuff like that. I like to use my brain, where I like to figure things out, you know. So you're not really gonna get that on the support side. Anyway, so listen. So I know I gave you guys a lot of points, right, to think about. But what I need you guys to understand is this. This is a word called sacrifice. Alright? Some things I know we said that you probably like compared to some other things that you probably don't like. But you guys gotta make a sacrifice. You pretty much what I'm saying is you prioritize what's important to you. Only you know what's important. Alright? So I'm gonna say this, not everything gonna be perfect. You're gonna have to sacrifice some things, okay? You're gonna have to sacrifice, you're gonna do it, you know? And I just wanted to say that real quick before I continue on. So now my next point is this. Alright, so retirement. I'm not sure where you guys are at in life while watching this channel. You know, you could be in the Army already and you're trying to figure out if you want to switch over to the officer side. And I don't know what your case is, but you know, retirement is definitely different for officers, enlisted, and warrant officers, okay? If you don't know what a warrant officer is, look it up. I'm not going to sit here and explain it to you. Officers' retirement is a lot better than enlisted. So I might want to, you know, if you're in the latter of your career, you got 17 years left or whatever, 15 years left, and that retirement check means a lot to you and your family. You know, you might want to switch over and be an officer in order to make more money, you know, to retire. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything, absolutely nothing wrong with that, okay? So it's something you might want to think about. Not everyone is meant to be a leader. Not everyone is meant to lead soldiers. That's why they have a warrant officer position that you could, when you're enlisted, you can switch over and be a warrant officer. You could be a subject matter expert. You might want to stay enlisted. You might want to go enlisted. That's more so your, you know, your cup of tea, or that's where you excel better at. You know, you might figure that, you know, okay, I'm enlisted, I like this shit, but I want to switch over to be an officer. That's what I did, right? I feel like I'm a better officer than I am enlisted. I feel like I want to influence change, and I want to be more so of a part of the decision-making process. You know, I want to get my hands on things. I talk about this shit a lot with soldiers, man. This shit is crazy. I've been saying this since I came in the Army. You know, you want to come into the Army, you want to do just one contract, two contracts, that's just fine. You don't know what you want to do, you want to just figure it out, that's just fine. Just make sure you just come in here and you got a plan. Alright, make sure you have a plan. Don't come in here like everybody else and just be like, oh, you know, I want to go ahead and get my degree. I'm going to get my degree when I get out. That's the dumbest shit ever. You guys, you can get your degree while you're in the Army using tuition assistance, and then get out and get your master's with your GI Bill. You know, just make it. It's just stupid. Like make it make sense. It's the dumbest idea, honestly. Because you know what's gonna happen? I don't care. I'm pretty sure there's people out there that did it, but you're not gonna fucking get out and get your damn degree. I don't know who you're trying to fool. Do that shit while you're in the Army. Time won't pass by anyway. Take one class at a time. That's all you gotta do, you know? You get that shit for free. You tuition assistance doing that. That's all I have for you guys. I hope this helped you guys out immensely. Just make sure you subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned. And I'll highlight you guys next time.